Hello and welcome to the Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. I'm Matt Mercer, instructor for the Pathfinder School and the founder of the Black Hat Bushcraft channel right here on YouTube. And today I'm out in the woods on the trail and it's lunchtime and I'm hungry and I'm ready to cook myself a good Mexican inspired lunch. Today I have my Pathfinder stainless steel canteen set with me and that's what I'm going to use to prepare this meal. It's going to be a good one. I hope you guys will stick with me. Let's get started on some lunch right now. What I have here is the Pathfinder stainless steel canteen set, and this is an excellent set for the woodsman. This kit allows us to cook food, disinfect water, make char, make medicines in the field. It has really everything that you need right here. You have your heavy gauge canteen to carry and to drink water out of. You can also use that on the fire directly to boil and disinfect water. You have your canteen cup, you have your pack stove. And then also in here I have a bottle hanger, a stainless steel sport, a fire steel, and by no means do I have this bag filled. This is a really nice bag. It has tons of space. You can see that embroidered Pathfinder logo there. Looks really nice. Nice carry handle up top, heavy duty buckle here, shoulder strap. So just an excellent versatile kit when you're going afield to give you everything that you need in relation to hydration and cooking. Let's take a closer look at this kit. Today's amazing camp menu includes Mexican-inspired chicken with taco rice, green peppers, onions, special sauce, and a spritz of lime. I've got some nice dried tomato basil wraps for this. It's going to be outstanding. I am starving. Let's start cooking. All right, so I have a small bowl with me today. I'm going to turn that over. I'm going to use that to process my vegetables on. And to start with, I've got some green pepper here. So I'm just going to cut off some of this. I don't need a whole lot since I'm just making a one-person serving with this. Just enough to spice this thing up, process this stuff down, and just drop it in my canteen cup. Dice this stuff up kind of small so it'll cook up quick. Looks good to me. Just dump that stuff into my canteen cup here. So we got our first ingredient. All right, and need to do a little processing for this onion. Got a few ants that want to join me for lunch. Get them out of here. And of course, I definitely won't need all of this onion. Just a little bit to spice this dish up. Bigger cutting board would be nice. If I wanted to take the time, I guess I could bushcraft up a cutting board, but just keep it simple here. Now, what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of olive oil to this to kind of saute these vegetables a little bit. I could probably just add water if I didn't want to bring the oil. I'm traveling by conveyance today, so not a big deal. Just a little bit of extra oil added in. And now I just need to get my alcohol stove fired up and get this stuff hot. All right, so I have a nice spot to cook here. It's just a little bed of moss, and there's actually a little divot there, which is perfect for my alcohol stove. It sits right in there. And because that moss is nice and soft, it'll be a great place to set my stove stand. It's nice and hot already. You just place that right over top of that burner. And now, just like that, lunch is on. I'll let that stuff start to heat up, let those vegetables get soft, and then we'll add some more ingredients for our dinner. All right, so it's literally been like 2 minutes, and I already hear the stuff sizzling in here. You can see what we got going on. This little stove stand is just fantastic with the alcohol stove. It really it makes it become a lot more efficient. All right, now that that stuff is softening up, I need to add my rice into this mix. So what I'm gonna do first is pull this lid off here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the water in. And I can see these measurement marks on the side. And so with that, I've got exactly 1 cup of water in there. Right, and that's going to slow things down a minute. And I'm going to eyeball this pack and roughly give myself about half. Looks pretty good. Right. Get the top back on this and let the heat do its job. Definitely making some progress there. Want to make sure this stuff isn't burning. The handle's pure hot. This alcohol stove just does an amazing job with this little stand. Honestly, for me, I've used this on the coals and with twigs and things like that, but really with an alcohol burner, this thing excels. I really think that's the primary function of that thing. Still got a little while to go. We'll keep waiting. By the way, do you have a favorite recipe that you like to cook when you're out here hanging in camp or in the woods? If so, send us your favorite recipe to the email address listed just below. And if we choose to feature your recipe in one of our episodes of the Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen, we'll send you a free care package of all the Pathfinder outdoor cooking gear that we use to prepare that recipe. So go ahead and get those recipes over to us. We want to get you guys involved in our show. We appreciate your interest and support, and this is one way that Self-Reliance Outfitters can give back to those who watch us and support us. So I'm not even going to lie to you guys, it smells so good out here right now. That bell pepper and onion and that Mexican spice. I am ready for lunch. And this stuff is really starting to thicken up. Just want to make sure it's not burning on the bottom. And that's one thing with this alcohol stove is you can tell that stuff's boiling hard. So you want to keep things moving in the bottom of the pot or your cup just to make sure. And give you a quick look. The stuff's really thickening up nice. And it's really not taking a whole long time to do it. All right, just a little longer. All right, so I think my meal is ready to introduce this chicken here. So this is a 7-ounce pack, and by no means do I need the full 7 ounces with just this solo meal. So I'll save some of this. Of course, you don't have to even heat this stuff. You can eat it right out of the pack, but obviously a hot meal is always better than a cold meal. That looks pretty good to me. All right, and I'll just fold this stuff up, save it for later. When I start slicing up the lime, you know it's getting real now. We're fixing to eat some lunch. Now, normally when you cook a Canteen cup meal, you eat from your Canteen cup. However, when you do a cooking video, presentation is key. So I'm going to use this bowl here. Get myself a serving of this deliciousness. Of course, one important ingredient here. This Cholula green pepper sauce to me is tops. Love this stuff. There we go. You can tell I'm not too shy with that stuff. Just kind of mix it in there a little bit. And the last step, of course, is get a little lime juice in that. It's going to add a lot of flavor, especially on a hot day. That citrus, that sour, is a nice cooling flavor. All right, so for a quick and easy meal cooked in just a Canteen cup, not too shabby in my opinion. Stuff is going to be really good, and I'm looking forward to this lunch. All right, so we have to have an honest taste test here. We'll see. this was in a Mexican restaurant, no complaints from me. Which honestly, anything that you put lime and Cholula on turns out pretty good. So now, I know it's good with a spoon. Let's find out how it is as a wrap. So once again, another honest taste test. That is so good. So my pet peeve about all these cooking videos is I'm always doing two things my mama taught me not to do. Number one, I'm always talking with food in my mouth. And number two, I'm always eating in front of people without offering them some. I'd sure give it to you if you were here. Always feel guilty about this. All right, so I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to tune in for this episode of the Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at how we can use our stainless steel canteen set in conjunction with an alcohol burner to cook up a really nice lunch right here on the trail. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Today you could see I used a pre-cooked meat, that chicken breast made by Tyson. Of course, we could use tuna, and there may be other pre-cooked meats packaged like this that you could use. And then just one of those rice side packs. You could go with different flavors. In my case, I used the Mexican-inspired seasoning, which was really good. Of course, adding things like bell pepper and onion to the mix means you have to carry more, but it makes a meal that's just that much more satisfying. Of course, adding lime and sauce and all that just really spices it up and takes it over the top. So it was an excellent meal. I hope you guys will give this a try. Don't forget to submit your favorite recipes to the email address listed down below, and hopefully we'll be sending you out some free Pathfinder outdoor cooking gear. Until the next video, from all of us here at Self-Reliance Outfitters, take care and be safe.